Hello and welcome back. Alright, so we are going to continue on our rant of the union address that happened last night. So something I'm going to start with by saying with the with the education, okay, they are trying to make, at least from what I've been hearing, they want to make college education free. They want at least public education or community colleges. Typically, community colleges don't do more than an associate degree. But they want free college education. They want to pay all your tuition up to $50,000 or whatever. Okay, but what was also in the speech last night is that they were talking about how somewhere around 90% of all these millions of jobs that are going to be created don't require a degree. So why on earth would you want free college education if all of these fantastic high-paying jobs are going to not require any further education? Well, here's a part of the deal that I'm going to maybe speculate a little bit on, is that they don't want you to get higher education. They're going to say, oh, you can do it, and of course there's going to be all these requirements. You're not just going to be able to walk in. I highly doubt they're just going to make it available to everyone. There's going to be asterisks, and there's going to be, this and that's and whatever else. But see, what they're also trying to do is make it so people don't have this higher education. Because that means if, it's always been said, knowledge is power, right? If you have, the more knowledge you have, the more you can think for yourself. And they don't want people to think for themselves. They don't want people to be able to come up with their own ideas and their own solutions and vote how they want to and all these things. They want to control you. They don't want you to be able to think for yourself and get higher education. One of the only reasons that people who are smarter, like a lot of the PhDs and college professors and all these people are leaning left, is because the left gives them millions of dollars, billions of dollars. They just throw money at them in exchange for a vote. And of course they're going to do it. Why wouldn't they? But that's a part of the reason why all of these wonderful jobs, these infrastructure jobs that are going to create all these wonderful new green energy things, don't require a degree. Because what they can do then is if you, for those that do have a degree, for one, it's going to be much harder to get those high-paying jobs, because, or not the high-paying jobs, the jobs with the degree. And you might say, well, as long as I have a high-paying job, why go to school? Okay, fair enough. You don't need a high degree to get a high-paying job. There are all kinds of jobs that require or that don't require a degree. There's plumbing, there's the electrician, there's some. Well, those are the ones I can think of off the top of my head. But look up trade school jobs. I believe elevator maintenance is in there. Trucking is in there. Handyman type stuff. There's all kinds of trades. I'm sure an auto mechanic could fit in there. There's all kinds of jobs that would fit under the umbrella of not needing a high school diploma, or not, I'm sorry, get your high school diploma, not needing a college degree, and that's fantastic. But then they can elect certain people to get college education. Do you really think they're just going to say anyone can get a college education? What's most likely going to happen, this is happened in other countries, if for education to be free, they only have a few select people, and you have to have the degree or the education or the grades, and you have to be able to, be this outstanding student, and all these wonderful things. And when the government pays for this, they have the right to be picky because they're the ones who are spending it. They're not the ones who are earning it, not by a long shot, but they're the ones who are going to be spending it. And so they're going to say, well, we're the ones spending the money. We get to choose. And that's what happens when you, oh boy. And that's what happens in situations like that. And so you're not going to be able to decide to go to school or college. They're the ones who are going to get to decide. And if they can make exceptions. Oh, you piece of shit. And they can make exceptions for whoever they want. And of course, are you freaking kidding me? Yep, that's my map. And I'm just gonna go through. But they're gonna be able to make exceptions for whoever they want. If they want some, if they just want to push some black people more than white people, or if they want to control education more, they're going to, because they control the money. Whoever controls the money can control what happens. It's absolutely ridiculous, but that's how it works. And then we're just gonna slide right through here. And so when they control who gets the education, they can further control who will get the high-paying jobs. Or I'm sorry, not the high-paying jobs, but the high education jobs. The reason you go to school isn't necessarily to make more money, even though that's what a lot of colleges will say, is you can make a lot more money by going to school, by going to college. The reason you go to school is so you can work more with your head, with your brain. When you go to school, you get an education, you know how to work with your head, you know how to do different things, right? So these high-paying jobs, think about jobs that don't require a degree, right? So that may not even require trade school, right? That's what they're getting at, is no trade school, just a high school diploma, high-paying job. What kind of job is it going to be? It certainly can't be like the Keystone Pipeline that they canceled. But what kind of education does it take to dig a ditch? I don't know. You use a shovel. Someone, somewhere, has to have the education to tell what these uneducated people are going to do. You can't just not have. So that is another interesting thought, is all these people, so when they get to choose, they're going to get to choose who will go into school And then from there, they will get to choose who is the best or who they want or who's going to do their bidding because they're going to be bought with money. And then the ones who get the degrees are going to be chosen to get the jobs with everything that with the ones who get the degrees are going to be chosen to get the jobs with the most educate that require the most education. And then they're going to be the ones who are bought because they can be. You know, you wouldn't choose someone who isn't bought to tell what these low education people what to do. It's absolutely sickening. Well, that was Revelations with Kyle Davis. And I hope to see you next time. Bye.